The world keeps getting better when women make it a habit to fix each other's crowns and exclusively focus on picking up the broken pieces in the lives of other women. With great passion for women, children, and marriages, your hosts Ntwatwa Evelyn, Emma, Lorena, Diana D, Rhoda, and Lorita bring you the irresistible Woman to Woman reality talk show. Feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more about this eventful and exciting show. Woman to Woman reality talk show. You're welcome.
Hello and welcome to Woman reality talk show, where we have a heart-to-heart embracing womanhood. My name is Evelyn Ntwatwa, and today I am super excited.
Yay!
We all know that men are rarely celebrated in our society or even around the world. But in this month of June, especially in this particular week, we get an opportunity to celebrate the fathers. And in the way of celebrating them and honoring them, on the show today, here are the fathers.
You make it sound like we have so many like all the fathers, but
yeah, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you this morning. And before we get into our conversation today, I'm going to let you let the people get to know who you are.
You go first.
Yes, it's okay. Yes, our viewers, I would like to say thank you so much for being here with us on this channel, Woman to Woman reality show.
Yeah.
Where we're talking about fatherhood, looking at fathers this day.
Yes.
As you celebrate the Day of Fathers.
Of fathers.
It's very wonderful. Yeah, thank you so much for remembering us as fathers. By the way, we're always neglected. People don't consider us.
No.
They always know about Mother's Day, but Father's Day it goes in silence.
Just
Yes, so my name is Dickson Tumuramye. I am glad to be here once again. I am happy for Evelyn who just invited us to come and be on this talk show.
Yeah.
Where we're going to talk real things. I am married to one beautiful wife, a lady. Not a fellow man.
That's important.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Called Prim Tumuramye. Together we have 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl. Yeah, and we're still looking for more. By the way, we're still in the journey. So,
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a comma.
Prayers. That's right.
Yeah, and we've been married. We're making 13 years this year, and our firstborn is 11 years, and in P6, we have P5, we have P3. Yes, I think we are doing a good job.
A great job.
Yeah.
Not good, great.
Great, yes. Yeah, glad to be here.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon.
I am Simon Peter Initials. Many people know me as SP.
Yeah.
Just keep it short. SP Onaba. I am a son and a father as well. I have 3, Joshua, Elizabeth, and Jethro. My son, incidentally, my oldest is 11 also.
Wow.
And then my daughter is, I think, 8 or 9. I keep confusing. And then the last one, I think, is 7. It happens, yes.
Things happen.
It does. But I think for me, we've ended that journey.
Wow.
Yes, my wife and my kids still feel like they need to, but I'm like,
For you, there's no pressure at home. For me, there's pressure.
the pressure, let it come, but we shall diffuse.
My daughter tells me, Daddy, how can I be alone in this house?
Wow.
Do something. Go and bring another one. She thinks maybe I go in the supermarket and shop.
But anyway, it's a joy to be here. Evelyn,
Yeah.
thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to just highlighting fatherhood today. Thanks.
Wow. And there is a way you introduced your children, and I'm inspired. Can I also talk about my children?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a mother of 3. I have 9, 5, and 3 years. 2 boys and 1 girl, and I'm grateful to God.
So all have 3 children.
Yes.
Oh,
What a coincidence. Anyway, we are talking about fatherhood. We want to journey into fatherhood. And simply how I would define fatherhood is a sort of being a father. And I would love to hear from these 2 gentlemen. What is fatherhood like to you? How do you view fatherhood?
Well, when I think fatherhood, it's an English word, but when I think the word fatherhood, you asked me to define, I think my 3 kids.
Wow.
You know, my relationship with them is what I would define as fatherhood. My engagement with my oldest, my daughter, and then our youngest, Jethro, and what I do with them. They wake up in the morning, you know, during the course of the day, if I have to leave, X, Y, Z, and they're like, Daddy, where are you going? Daddy, what are you doing? And stuff like that. So quickly mental picture when you say father, it is these beings at home for me who help me define fatherhood. And there's a sense in which, because I am directly responsible for their coming into this space called the earth, and, taking care of them, nurturing them, I get that privilege and that honor of being called dad. That's how, in a very basic way, and a personal, I would define fatherhood.
Wow, that's amazing, Mr. Dixon.
I think also contribute on what SP has said. Still comes back to what she's saying. It's for me, fatherhood is about this gradual process of having my children at home, taking good care of them, nurturing them, and it's on a daily basis.
Yes,
it's a gradual process that I make sure that my children are in good shape, are stable, are with me. We are in a very good relationship together every day.
You talked about on a daily basis.
Yes.
Does it happen like every day?
Every day.
You manage to be with your children?
Be with my children, whether I'm at home or I'm far away from home, but there must be a connection on a daily basis. And of course, the beauty is that these days things have changed. Now, because of the of online, or now that we are living also in a global village, more or less. Things have changed. That even if you're far away from your family, that connection still happens because there are so many avenues of.
Because we can call, you can video call.
Video calling, and so that daily interaction with your family, with your children, and also knowing that I'm the father of my children.
Yes.
But also on top of being a father, I am also their parent, because there's a difference between fatherhood and parenting. Yes, many people are fathers, but not all of them are parents. Yes, because fatherhood is about giving birth to a child.
Begetting children.
And from there, and then you become a father. Yes.
But then parenting, how would you define?
That's now the process of being with them on a daily basis and
taking your responsibilities,
nurturing, caring, taking your responsibilities, being in their lives, being in that kind of environment where they are with me, and they feel, yes, dad is here. Just a dad in action and everything. That's what I call fatherhood. And that's both of these combined with parenting.
I love the fact that you brought up the difference between being a father and being a parent. That not every father is a parent. Some have had children and their fathers, but they have neglected
taken over.
Years of parenting. That is so interesting. So now let's look at this child and father relationship. Does it come naturally? Because now, like, I imagine, like, for us women or ladies, when you become pregnant, there's how you start connecting with your child. You connect when this baby is still in your womb. You connect when you have just given birth. Like, you give, like, you feed fast.
Yes.
Everything. Like, there is a way we connect so easily. Does it come naturally on the side of men? How do you view that?
I'm told that when ladies, the reason why a child at first birth is put on the mother's chest is to bond. That means for us we become secondary. Because they don't do that on our chests. But for it's done so that the child can bond with the mother from that. I would say it does not really come naturally.
Okay.
Yeah. To you see now you have given the process of how that natural feeling comes up between the mother and the baby. But now for me, I think the child is like, hey, this third party, how come it's here?
It's here.
So it is now me to make sure that I work on that relationship, to nurture it, and make sure that I build.
Like, you work on that connection.
Yes.
And then, okay, SP, what do you think? Does it come naturally?
I'll use
SP.
Yes, it's okay, very okay. I have to be careful. But here's the thing. There is something about, just go back to even before the child is born, how that child is begotten. Meanwhile, the other definition for father is in two factors, and I would differ a bit. One, father has to do with source.
Yes.
And then fatherhood, it is both source and sustainer. So it's ongoing. Now, whether there's something divine in this mix, because the right setup and mode is that when a child comes forth, they are wanted.
Yes.
They are coming into a space where they are desired. Hopefully they've been planned for. Sometimes it's accidental, but the surrounding for technical words, infrastructure. It's like, we've been preparing for you. We've been planning for you.
Being ready.
Exactly. So that you are not an accident when you show up. Now, when I remember, for all of my children, I have been present at the labor ward. All our children were born by cesarean. Now, I have a very blood does me. I can't handle seeing blood. I just can't. But you know, my wife is on the operating table in the theater, and I make sure I sit by her and I say, guys, just shield me. So I am just seeing her face. I'm not seeing the cutting and the blood, because you will have a second patient on your hands. However, for each of my kids, Joshua, Jethro, and Elizabeth, when they were born, just seeing these little beings, it's like, it's a miracle. Something happens and you go like, there is this
exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. They melted my heart, at least in my own personal experience. And right there is a connection.
Yes.
But even before then, there was this expectation. My wife is pregnant. When we're getting ready to start to have the journey of having children, I mean, I looked forward to each of our children. Look forward to, and of course, when they come, they turn things around. Now, there is a natural process there, because I am linked and connected to this little being, this life, this human being. Now, they may not mean anything to everybody else, but each child must mean something to the people who are begetting them. And unfortunately, of course, let me speak into the other side, that there is when children are born and they are unwanted. They are, and they soak in on all of that. I'm actually told, I forget, but at a certain point, 3 or 4 months, even when your child is in your wife's womb, they are able to pick up on distinctively the sound of and distinguished voices. And they get to a point where they know that this voice is the voice of a certain man, and I think we'll come to that later, and this man is daddy. And they respond. There's times when I would come back home and I'm talking, not even to them, beginning to talk. I'm talking to my wife. They hear my voice, then they begin to kick in my wife's womb. There is a connection that begins to happen. A lot of that is really, you can look into the science and so on, but there is something miraculous about it that, of course, then comes on the physical realm here, and we have to be calculated in how we do it, the connection and so on. And so that's for me what I would say in terms of, does it happen? There's a nurturing, as you said earlier, that we need to nurture. We need to continue to nurture. We need to continue to invest. Because if you don't invest, you will not get returns. You will not.
And so the point is, for me to make sure that my child is naturally connected to me, I have to be free there. Especially from the time of inception. Not just giving to the wife, get pregnant.
She's carrying and then she's alone.
How do I make sure that this child, you mentioned that something to do with her voice. There's this differentiation between the real dad and any other voice.
Exactly.
So for me, what I always do, like as a father, when my wife was pregnant, every child we sing, I come and speak, I come and lay hands, I come and talk, I come and prophesy. I decree words of where my child should be, because I am very responsible for my child's destiny at the moment. Though the bigger picture is God, because I don't have the control over this destiny, but the way to take, I'm the one very responsible. Because even the Bible is very clear, train your child in the way you should go. When he grows up, you never depart from it. So it is me to give direction, but the final destiny of how the life will be, that is God's work. Yes. So for me, I have to just make a guide. Pass here, pass here.
That is really very important. And I don't know. I wonder if all men really take time to to be in that kind of how can I call it, like life of a mother when she's expecting. Because I remember that days when I would be expecting and I would see my husband be there, be expectant, keep speaking words of we are going to get this baby. This baby is going to be beautiful. This baby is going to be I feel like also that time a child connects with the father. And if we could look at the period or that time, what is that specific time you think a child connects more or stronger with the father, especially the father?
The world keeps getting better when women make it a habit to fix each other's crowns and exclusively focus on picking up the broken pieces in the lives of other women. With great passion for women, children, and marriages, your hosts Ntwatwa Evelyn, Emma, Lorena, Diana D, Rhoda, and Lorita bring you the irresistible Woman to Woman reality talk show. Feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more about this eventful and exciting show. Woman to Woman reality talk show. You're welcome.